What's up, wave makers? It's me, Mommy Suna.
I like that.
And today we have a fun load of HUN science to look at. I don't even remember the last time we did a HUN science video. It's been a while, and I've been saving up a lot of good ones. There's been a few that have come out literally in the past week, so we have a lot to talk about today. So this first one, this is a Mon8 HUN, which I probably lurked a little too hard. The description just says, feeling greasy, let's talk detox and reset. Now we know that Mon8 got in trouble for using the word detox a while ago. This video was filmed 32 weeks ago, so I think that was before the whole Attorney General thing happened. I guess she was well within her right to use the word detox and reset and all this shit. She apparently was a professional hairstylist, or probably still is, I guess, before she joined Mon8. You would think that she would have knowledge in what she's talking about, but a lot of this sounds a little wacko. Let's just press play.
So today I want to talk to you guys about how to sort of reset your hair and basically get rid of that oil, that buildup, that greasy feeling. You're gonna need a couple of things. You're gonna need a clip, the Rejuvenate.
Okay, I was today years old when I learned that Mon8 has its own hair clips. This part here actually I wanted to see because she says that you have to use a ton of products, and I'm curious to see how much all of this costs altogether, because knowing Mon8 the way that we do, we should all know by now that Mon8 is very, very pricey. If you were to listen to this lady's tips and tricks here, probably be spending a pretty penny. Rejuvenate, I already know that's $100. Oh, look at that. It's the first thing on their website. Yeah, okay, so we got $99. Let me get my calculator, add all this up here. What else you got, chick?
A hairbrush, black shampoo.
Black shampoo. It says shampoo and conditioner. Is this a 2-in-1? Look at how many freaking systems they have for Mon8 too. Now, I'm doing the cost for someone who is not a VIP customer. However, for example, this black shampoo and conditioner is only a $6 difference for someone who is a VIP customer, and to me that's not even that significant. Okay, we're 2 products in and we're already at $137. Holy shit, okay.
Or clarifying, Renew
shampoo. Ew, they have a junior line? Get out of here. I don't even want to, God, they have so many products. Oh my god. I just have to find it on the page. There's so many. Okay, Renew shampoo, 35 bucks. You may notice that we're already up to 2 different kinds of shampoos. Yeah. She's recommending 2 shampoos in this process.
Replenish mask.
The Replenish mask, okay. 50 doll hairs, okay.
Conditioner of your choice.
And then she also says a conditioner of your choice on top of that. I mean, we know that she's gonna say a Mon8 conditioner of your choice. Let's find the cheapest one. What is the cheapest Mon8 conditioner? $47 is what everything has been. So let's just add another $47 to our total. And that leaves us at $269. If you follow what this chick is trying to tell you to do to get rid of greasy hair, without even getting into the sciencey part of any of this, you're out $269 doll hairs plus whatever taxes, shipping, almost $300, which is unreal. Thanks, Mon8. But hey, if your hair is greasy, this is the only way to get rid of it. Thanks, Mon8.
This is going to be a reset for your hair. So I have a lot of people, especially when they are beginning to use Mon8 in the first 3 months, that they're feeling extra greasy, extra oily, and how do I get rid of it?
That's definitely not a good way to start off your product pitch. Almost $300 of your product pitch? Come on. Don't they get 30%? I'm not sure. I'd have to look at their compensation plan, but let's just say 30%. If you buy all this, you're pretty much giving this chick $100.
I explain to you the reason why you're feeling that extra buildup, that extra greasiness. If you were using a product before that contains silicones, parabens, waxes, or anything like that that builds up on your hair, it's going to create this barrier on your hair. Have all this buildup of silicones on your hair that Mon8 is trying to get in there and remove. So in that first 3 months of you using Mon8, your hair might feel a little bit greasier, because what Mon8 is doing is it's getting in there and it's slowly trying to break up and dissolve that buildup on your hair and scalp.
See, here's what I don't get is that, and I'm not a hair professional, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, from what I understand, get a clarifying shampoo, and that's what's gonna help remove all that buildup and stuff. Like, you don't have to use Monate for 3 months and get really super greasy and then have to spend another $300 to get rid of that grease, which we'll get into her method here in a second. But wouldn't a clarifying shampoo, like from, I don't know, like a salon brand, work really well for getting rid of what she's saying? And it wouldn't take 3 months? Where are my hair people at? I know you're in the comments, so we'll have a good conversation in the comments here. You guys always have some really great things to say when it comes to these HUN Science videos.
And then remove it. That can't unfortunately happen overnight, so it's a process, and sometimes it can take up to 3 months. The night before you plan on shampooing your hair, we are going to part your hair. Now, a lot of times when people are feeling greasy or oily, it's going to be right back here in this part of our hair.
If I'm greasy and oily on the back of my head, like, I can't see it, so it doesn't bother me so much, but I get really greasy up here and it bothers me. Maybe that's just me.
Our occipital bone area. And a big reason that is because when we shampoo our hair, we have to think like we're just shampooing, you know, mainly right here, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. Are we getting in the shower? Now, I do, but the average person, do you guys split your hair in the back, put shampoo on, and really, you know, go like this and shampoo?
I mean, yes, don't we all? And how is she able to be like, the average person doesn't do this? And it's like, how do you know? Who did a study on how you wash your hair in the shower? Because I guarantee that information is not out there. If she was telling the truth and saying most people don't do this, then we would all have nasty, gross heads that never get washed. Especially people who care about their hair. I don't think they're just skipping this part, you know?
You guys, the majority of people do not do that, and that's okay. I'm here to explain to you and to help you do it the right way. So, how we're gonna restart that? Let's part our hair, okay? Get a clip, part it up, and we're gonna focus on this area where it's greasy. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this Rejuvenique oil, take, you know, a dropper full, and we're gonna go back here and saturate it.
Saturate your hair with this $100 bottle of oil. You'll use the whole bottle in one go, but that's okay. You can just buy more.
When I put oil on hair that's oily, that defeats the purpose. If you guys think about getting, you know, putting like melted plastic and dirt and crud on your arm, right? And then you put oil on it and you rub it in, you let it sit overnight. It's gonna bead up and it's gonna kind of gather all together. And then when you rinse it, and then when you wash it off, it's gonna help remove all that crap.
Here's what confuses me here too, is that she's telling you to rub Rejuvenique into your scalp, like, you know, get it saturated back here. She's not telling you to rub it through your whole entire strands of your hair. But isn't the strand of your hair where all that silicone and wax and stuff builds up? So you're telling me you're gonna put Rejuvenique on your scalp and then somehow magically it's going to just like get all that crud through the rest of your hair overnight?
That can't unfortunately happen overnight.
And since when is Rejuvenique marketed as a cleansing product? Well, I don't know. The Huns like to use it for everything. I think we saw in the last HUN Science video, they use it on like scrapes and scratches and shit, which, you know, you shouldn't do. But this part to me just makes absolutely no sense at all.
And you're really gonna get it into your scalp and you're gonna massage it in really, really, really well. Now, I would recommend doing it all over your hair. So, you know, you can part it like this.
Well, of course you would recommend doing it all over your hair because you're gonna make $100 every time someone has to rebuy all these products.
Part it down the back and put the oil all back here and really massage it in. Put it up here, massage it in. Put it around your hairline, massage it in, okay? I'm out of breath.
Hey, are you okay? Hey lady, are you alright? Take a breather, calm down. Are you okay? Well, talking about hair really gets your heart rate going, huh?
And then let it sit in overnight.
That can't unfortunately happen overnight.
It's going to absorb, it's going to break up that oil, it's going to break up that grease, it's going to break up all of that buildup.
It's gonna absorb. I thought you said that if you put it on your arm, it's gonna bunch up and beat up all the crap so that when you rinse it off, it's all gonna come out together. But no, now it's gonna absorb? That's like the opposite of what you said it was gonna do 2 seconds ago.
Get in the shower, saturate your hair with water, rinse it really well, and then you're gonna shampoo twice with black. The first shampoo, you're going to use a nickel size. Emulsify it. Make sure you get everywhere. And again, split your hair in the back. Split it again in the back. And make sure you're getting that shampoo back here. You guys, that first and probably second shampoo is not going to suds at all. That is normal and that is okay. Sit on for 2 minutes. Rinse really well. And then the third shampoo, you're going to use the Renew shampoo.
Here we go. Here's where the second shampoo comes into play, honey. I don't get why you wouldn't just use this shampoo all 3 times, but I don't know. I guess there's a method to her madness.
Same thing. Nickel size, emulsify, and again, split your hair in the back. Make sure you are getting suds. If you do not get suds on your third shampoo, guess what? Shampoo a 4th time. You guys, I know that sounds crazy, and it's like, who has time to shampoo their hair 4 times? If you want healthy, shiny, beautiful hair, sometimes that's what you have to do. I'm not saying you have to shampoo your hair 4 times every time you're in the shower, but if you're trying to really break through an oily or greasy spot, this is what you have to do. On the last shampoo that you do, it is really sudsing up. Rinse it really well. Rinse for however long you need to for it to get out of your hair. It is so important. And when you're rinsing,
if a shampoo is getting stuck in your hair, like where she has to remind you to get all the shampoo out of your hair, wouldn't you be afraid of it building up over time? To me, it's like, I always rinse more with conditioner because it's like got more conditioning type things in it, like oils and stuff, so it's like harder to get it all out. But with shampoo, it's like you do like the squeak test and stuff. Like, I've never even considered that some people might have a hard time rinsing shampoo out of their hair. What?
Make sure you're splitting your hair again, you guys. And here's a quick tip. When I shampoo my hair, this is what I do. I put my hair under like this, and I get the shampoo and like this. I know, you guys.
Can you imagine doing that? I mean, let me know in the comments if you do this, because like, I just think of if I flipped my hair upside down in the shower under the water, I'm gonna drown. Like, straight up, the water is just gonna drip all over your face. Okay, if you do this in the shower, good for you. Let me know how that goes for you. But to me, that's scary. I don't want to do that.
Guys, I know it sounds crazy, but look how shiny my hair is. My hair was not like this 2 years ago.
Okay, at this point, and I don't know how I'm gonna be able to blur her, because I'm obviously gonna blur her face, but I want you to be able to see the quality of her hair. She says she's been using Monat for 2 years. So I went on her Instagram and lurked a few years back, and I found this picture of her, and I'm like, dude, your hair looked more healthy back then than it does now. And she's sitting here like, my hair did not look like this before. It's like, I mean, I don't even necessarily think it looks healthy, and I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, your hair looks like shit. And her hair doesn't look like shit. It's just like, if I saw her walking down the street, I wouldn't think twice. Like, I wouldn't be like, wow, her hair is beautiful, you know? I wouldn't think like, oh, her hair is so ugly, you know? It's just like, her hair looks normal. It doesn't look shiny. It doesn't look, I don't know, all these things that these Monat Huns say that Monat does for their hair. It does none of that. And as a matter of fact, looking back on her old pictures, which is hard to find on her Instagram because she is a hairstylist, so she posts mostly like other people's hair. You know, every once in a while there's a selfie there that's a few years old before she was with Monat. And I'm like, your hair didn't look bad. If anything, it looks kind of the same. You had longer hair before. Anyway.
You're going to put the Replenish mask in. You're going to dip your finger in, and you're going to, you know, cover your finger a little bit. Start on your ends, work your way up. A brush it through. Oh my God, your hair is going to feel like silk. Okay? Leave that in for 5 minutes. Rinse with a conditioner of your choice. A teeny tiny pea-size bit, ends, brush it through, rinse it out, and you're good. You guys, that is going to save that greasy spot. In that first 3 months of using Monet, you have to push through that first 3 months, because depending on what you used before, sometimes it takes 3 months and it totally sucks. But you know what? Wear your hair up. I promise you the pH is going to balance out in your scalp. Trust me when I say this. I've been using these products for 2 years and my hair has never been healthier. It's never been shinier. It's never been smoother.
It just doesn't look that way though. So that was that. You let me know what you think about that, because I just look at that whole thing and I'm like, dude, this is so extra. Monet is not the only luxury hair brand out there, and I put that in quotations because class action lawsuits and shit. It's just overpriced bullshit. But while we're on the topic of Monet, kind of a lot of Monet shit for you today, because it's just, they've been ridiculous lately. I'm gonna skip through some parts here because it's 10 minutes long, and this girl, bless her heart, she doesn't have charisma in front of a camera, I guess. I don't mean to be mean, but like, she's very hard to listen to speak. She basically, at the beginning of this video, she talks about before Monet, she used to just let her hair air dry and then it would look different in different places. But after Monet, oh, it all dries together so fast. And this is her testing like an air drying serum or something like that. Yeah, we're like a few minutes in and she's just like rambling.
We're gonna put them both on a straightener. We're gonna heat it up. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna be comparing it to this air dry cream. Lot Plus Coconut Curls. I don't know what brand this is. Maybe that's the brand. I don't know.
Maybe pick a brand that is well known. If you don't even know the brand of the shit you're testing against, maybe pick a different brand.
But we're gonna be comparing it to that on a straightener, because if you're like me, where you just get up and you didn't want to put anything on your hair before you straighten it, you just want to get up, straighten it, and go, the air dry cream is still on your hair. So if you heat it up, you're still like putting that product on your hair. So we're gonna look at it from that standpoint on a straightener, as if you were getting up the next day and you were gonna straighten your hair after you had put the air dry cream in and let it dry overnight. So we're gonna get into that. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens.
All right, so got my straightener like last week. Before I turn it on, I'm gonna put this on the straightener. I'm gonna put this one back here because it's a lot easier. So we've got that one in the back, and then we're gonna take ours, and I'm gonna squeeze it on right there. And because they're so concentrated, that's why our products look like that. Like they don't spread out after you put them on something, and you have to physically spread it out yourself.
But the other one isn't spreading either.
They're so concentrated and there's nothing added to them, which is honestly what you want for your hair. You don't want all those added things to it, because what you're gonna see later and what you've seen in previous videos, you're unknowingly harming your hair. You're doing more harm than good to your hair. Even though you may think it looks good, when you look at it closer and when you watch these videos, you harmed your hair in so many different ways. So we're gonna turn it on. Enjoy the music as it heats up. As you can see,
that was not music. What was that?
I'm gonna kind of guide it back onto the straightener. It's literally disappearing before your eyes, but we're gonna close it. Ouch. Alright, well, you saw that. But ours just boiled over. That turned to whatever that is. Crustiness. Sorry if that scared anybody. That scared me too. I do these.
Look at all those fumes.
Live.
She's breathing this shit in right now. This brings me back to, was it last HUN Science where they were boiling Monet shampoo? This reminds me of that hardcore, except now they're putting it on a hot flat iron.
Not live, but I only filmed them once, because I want to see what they actually do with you guys. But like, look at it. Ooh. So, you just caused an explosion on your hair, and that's what you left behind.
You just caused an explosion on your hair. She's making it sound like you're gonna wake up the next morning after putting this on your hair the night before, and you're gonna put the straightener on your hair, and your whole head's just gonna explode. Plus, like, how can she say that the explosion was caused by this product and not Monat? She had it closed all the way, like it was clamped all the way. Monat's the one that disappeared. Which, can we talk about that for a second? Because, and especially this is what the Monat Huns like to say all the time, is they like to say that your hair will absorb Monat. So if you're putting this product on your hair the night before and sleeping with it and then waking up the next day and straightening it, to me, I'm like, that's enough time for it to soak into your hair strand. If we're playing by their logic, then I would say that that's kind of what they're trying to say, right? But she was trying to make a point where she was saying like, well, you're gonna put the Monat stuff in your hair and it's still going to be on your hair the next day, but it just like straight up burned off. It burned off. I guess I just don't know what she's trying to prove. My question is, well, then where did it go? If it just disappeared, she was like, look, it just disappeared. It's like, okay, how is that gonna help my hair if it just disappears once I put it on there? Well, hon, it absorbed it. Okay, so did the straightener just absorb all of it too? I'm gonna say, like, I don't think this proves anything. No, like, I know this doesn't prove anything, and I have like no scientific background at all. There's obviously a difference between the two products. She's obviously holding a chunk of wax or some shit, and Monat just disappeared. What does that prove? You know?
Feels like wax, almost. Yeah, that's what you left on your hair, guys. And then ours just completely disappeared.
I don't get...
Exploded in boils, obviously, but...
It exploded in boils.
And then this one just exploded into a wax layer. But...
Okay, I'm done here. I'm done looking at her Band-Aid. Let's stay on the Monat train for a little bit longer here. And I'm sure you guys have seen these videos at this point. They've been circulating for a few months now, where the Huns are basically so fucking bored that they are comparing Monat stuff to food. It started out with toasting bread. So here's a bread one. So she puts fucking look at it, looks like mayonnaise, dude. Like that's supposed to prove anything. Okay, listen. After watching this, the first time I saw one of these videos, the first thing in my head was like, you could put water on that piece of bread and toast it and it will do the same thing. And I think someone actually did do that in response to one of these videos at one point. I don't know where I could find that anymore. I don't think I saved it. I wish I would have. So it's like, okay, you're not putting your hair in a toaster. It's because you got the bread wet. Hello? She put a lot on there too, of course. Here's another one doing the same thing. Does using a heat protectant really help? Again, just globs. Spread it on like mayonnaise, baby. And what is this doing to your poor toaster? Yep, it really helps. Using this logic, we would say that putting water on your hair helps too. This is so dumb. Bread does not equal hair. This is another Monat Hun using an apple. This is not for their heat protectant. This is for something else. C Radiance. She leaves it out and one side gets brown. And the part she put the C Radiance on doesn't get brown. So what is the point of this? What is this product supposed to do? Okay, holy shit, oh my god. This is a $95 product, guys. Brightening and enhancing glow intensifying antioxidants and kakadu plum. Oh, this is for the skin, so it's not for your hair. To help brighten and enhance your complexion. But you know what else helps fruit not get brown right away is lemon juice. You should not be putting straight lemon juice on your skin. We all know that, right? That like kind of goes without saying. Not to say that there's like anything like that in this C Radiance serum bullshit, but again, like what does this prove? If I put lemon juice on that apple, it's gonna do the same thing. And of course, yet another one here with a marshmallow. Top of this video says, congrats, you wasted 2 perfectly good marshmallows. Darn. I mean, again, like, if I were to put water on that other marshmallow, it probably wouldn't catch on fire either. And this just brings back the point, like, why is fire such a big part of HUN science? Because no one is lighting their hair on fire. These experiments mean nothing because no one is actually going this far to set their freaking hair on fire. It's like, oh, good thing I don't dip my hair into open flames. Like, come on. I have a lot more Monate stuff to go through, but let's move on. This one is one I thought was funny. Now, this isn't a video. It's just a badly written, looks like an Instagram caption. Think of a bathtub. When a bathtub is clogged, the water flows back into the tub. Now think of your body as a bathtub. When your body is overloaded with toxins that are brought into your body from food, absorbed by products we put on our skin and the environment, it needs a reset. Just like an oil change for our car. I'm sorry, okay, is our body a bathtub or a car? I'm scratching my head here. And then there's this really nice graphic here. When was the last time you cleaned your bathroom drain? It's the same thing. I'm not sure which MLM this is for. This was posted by Better Than Arbonne on Instagram. But wouldn't it be great, guys, if our body just like had these built-in detoxing, I don't know, what would you call them? Organs, I guess? Maybe like a liver or a kidney. These detox arguments, they're all bullshit. Our bodies already do all this shit. Toxins that come into our body from food, yeah, guess what? There are organs already naturally in our body that does all this for us already. I don't know what product you're trying to sell with this shit, but please don't call my body a bathtub or a car ever again. Okay, and these ones have been really interesting to me. They've been popping up lately. This is for Young Living Thieves. They're essential oil infused household cleaners. Now, from what I understand, Thieves is not marketed as a disinfectant. So technically, these experiments that we're about to see aren't really false advertising because they're not advertising that it kills bacteria or disinfects anything. That should concern you. There's 2 videos here. So the person who made this video, their @ on Instagram is justice.dodson. For some reason, I can't find the comments I was looking at earlier, but I think this person said they are a student still studying, I don't know, biology or something. But I think these videos are really interesting.
Does Thieves by Young Living work as a disinfectant? I've been reluctant to do this one since it costs nearly $45 per bottle.
45 bucks.
I diluted the concentrate per instructions and applied that to a sample of worms. I waited quite some time, and as you can see, it does not work as a disinfectant. To be extra safe, I applied a sample of the concentrated solution as well. This does not work either. To be fair, they don't market their product as a disinfectant, but there appears to be quite a bit of confusion about this. I'm gonna do a test on bacteria as well. Hit the follow button and stay tuned.
Alright, sick. So there you go. Now, I think this original video got some pushback because he was using nematodes or some kind of like worms. I don't know. The only thing I know about nematodes is from Doug. Since it wasn't actually bacteria, he went and did a second experiment. So here's that one.
Does Thieves by Young Living actually stop bacteria? I took some normal household bacteria and applied that to a fresh plate. I then soaked 3 pieces of filter paper in water, bleach, and Thieves cleaner. I divided my plate into 4 equal sections and put each piece of filter paper in its respective spot. I left it to grow, and let's see the results. Notice how the bacteria grew everywhere except around the bleach filter paper.
Gross.
This is because bleach actually stops bacterial growth. Thieves does not. Here's a bonus clip of some bacteria multiplied by 1,000 times.
So there you go. This is obviously like the opposite of Hun science. This is like actual science, but I think it's funny to prove the Huns wrong. It would be false advertising if Young Living advertised this as a disinfectant, which I guess they don't. It's just a household cleaner. But then what is it supposed to do then? If it doesn't kill bacteria or nematodes, what is it for? Just to make your house smell nice? I don't get it. I have a lot more that I could go through, but I'm not going to because this video is going to already be very long. So with that being said, let's thank my patrons. The biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Amanda McMahon, Anxiety for Days, Corey Allison, Turd Ferguson, Yesenia Rivera, Katrina Rosemarick, Elizabeth Wyatt, Karina Winman, Maria Burchett, Meredith Nakata, Molly Wasilewski, Rach J, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Clark Grace, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Erica Louder-Craddock, Evan Adler, Eve Blondo, Justin Kelsey, Kelly Creffield, Kim Cartwright, Laura Lynn Martin, Maddie Darley, Rachel McHenry, Tuesday the 13th, and Kat Loves Things and Stuff. And to the rest of my fabulous patrons, thank you so much for being here and for being you. Thank you if you made it to the end of this video. I really, really appreciate it. And just as a reminder, I don't know what's going on with my schedule right now. If you want updates on what's going on with me and having a baby, I'll probably be posting those a lot on Instagram. Make sure you're following me there if you want to know what's going on and you need the updates on when shit's gonna be back to normal. Otherwise, keep making waves, babes, and I'll smell ya whenever I smell ya. Alright? Peace. Mommy Tsunami out.